What's good? What's good? How everybody doing? I claim that all is well. And I claim blessings upon everybody, prosperity, and everything else that comes, along with life that results in positive results. How y'all doing out there? Oh man, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. As always, I start off by saying that I come to you humbly out of respect for life and life itself. You know, life be lifing, and I don't mean that in a pessimistic point of view. I mean that in a very, very positive point of view. It's almost a new year, man. It's going to be 2024 in a couple of hours, depending on where you're at in the world. Just want to say that if ain't nobody told you yet or today that they love you, I love you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart all the way to the top. You know, as always, one of my biggest challenges, sarcastically saying, is projecting what my topic or my talking point going to be before our podcast. And the reason it is because of a good thing. So many ideas, so many topics, so many things going on that run through my mind just on a daily basis. It becomes such an abundance of topics to talk about, so that makes it a little bit more challenging for me to decide what I'm going to decide to talk about. So today, I thought this was kind of the easiest episode for me to actually decide what my talking point is going to be. So it's New Year's. It's New Year's Eve. It's about to be New Year's. And again, I've been appreciating my self-growth with the podcast thing. Y'all might not know or realize it, but personally, I've come a long way from where I started as far as before the podcast and just talking about doing it to actually, making it happen. Even sometimes I have to give myself a reality check and say, hey, man, stop talking about it and be about it to certain things, and to my defense, I have so many things going on. So what I wanted to talk about today was New Year's Eve. New Year's. And the topic that I want to bring up is debatably or arguably one of the biggest things that you hear for the New Year's. Oh, I'm doing this in 2020. I'm doing this in the new year. Or I ain't going to do this in the new year. I'm allowing this in the new year. I'm going to start working out in the new year. I'm going to start eating healthy in the new year. I'm going to stop messing with people that don't mean me no good in the new year. I'm going to get a better job in the new year. I'm going to change my life in the new year. I'm going to give myself to God in the new year. And coming from the person who is hearing this all the time, it's a joke to me. I'm already a man that has gained the wisdom to know and have the philosophy that, words don't hold no value to me. And I say that all the time. Your words don't mean shit to me. Your words are worthless to me. Your words only become valuable to me when there's action behind it. Even in your Christian Bible, it says faith without works is, it's dead. So that's my mindset on things. I trust everybody. But understand that I trust that humans are going to be humans. I trust that you are capable of doing or not doing anything and everything. It's simple, It's not that complicated. It's not as complicated as people make it. We don't have to theorize everything, or everything doesn't have to have a set answer or a universal answer. And so my thing is this: when is it going to end? When is it going to end? And I'm going to start by saying this. If it takes the new year for you to decide to make changes, then you've already failed. I'm going to say it again. I really hate repeating shit because I hate when a certain particular person does it. He does it so much. But if you wait to New Year's to make changes to your life, then you've already failed. Forgive me, y'all, that's rude. Drinking on my podcast, that's rude. It's water, first of all. And here's why. Because if you base making changes off a once a year day, then you have basically given up on yourself altogether. You've given up on yourself. Goals should be made daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, every 5 years, 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, 50 years down the line, 75 years down the line, 100 years out down the line, and beyond your lifetime. And especially if you have children, because at that point, you're not living just for you anymore. Until we get or come to grips and or practice just the basic fundamentals of this, then we're never going to really change the position that we're in as oneself and or as a people. We have to realize this. Your biggest enemy is you. And when you're making future goals, but haven't met any prior deadlines, then you're just wasting your breath. You've already failed. How you going to make future goals when you haven't even met previous guidelines? You haven't even met previous deadlines. It's a reason why it's called a deadline. Because if you ain't did it before the deadline, then all that talking dead, player. And that basically means you just lying. Hence the term deadline. You're just lying to yourself. It's safe to say that a lot of us lie to ourselves more than we lie to anybody else. And if you're the person on the other end of that lie that has to deal with that lie, ask yourself that. How can you trust somebody's word when you constantly seeing them failing on their own word to self? It makes no sense. We have to start changing the way we view things, the way we think about things in order to actually make a change for the better, in order to turn it into an action verb. And I ask this question, I have to ask this question. Right now, and again, specifically my people, you have people that have spent hundreds, if not thousands, on new units, new clothes, new shoes, new purses, new weave, spending hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, just to get in the club, which is going to double price you, triple price you. The drink's going to double. The parking's going to be more. The night out in general is going to be more. This is one of the biggest consumption nights for consumers in the country, if not second to Christmas. What are you celebrating is the question. See, too many of us are celebrating failure. So it's people out here who partying their ass off, going to turn up, doing it big, and ain't accomplished shit all year. Can you safely say to yourself things that you accomplished this year that improves your way of life? Because if you can't, you're just a walking dead. You're a zombie. What have you done in the last 364 and a half days that improved your way of life for the next year? Ooh. I heard some people feel this. I know. Sensitive, ain't you? Triggered. If you have not made any accomplishments in the last 364 and a half days, what are you celebrating? Oh, well, what you done did. What you accomplished in the last 364 and a half days, Roc, since you asked and everybody else and trying to call everybody else on what the hell they did or didn't do. I graduated with another degree. I graduated real estate school. It'll be my second year living in Atlanta successfully. I touched six figures again. I'm still healthy. And that's only improved. It only gets better. My son, who wasn't expected to see 2, he lived another year. That's just some. And also, I know that we have moved closer and closer and or is presently in the era of AI. So I started IT school. So I'm working on several certifications so I can stay getting the bag when a lot of y'all jobs are replaced by robots. I'll still be qualified to gain employment in the workplace. Yeah. So forgive me if I've triggered some. But the truth, a motherfucker. I'm a fighter, man. I'm a lover. But I'm a fighter when it comes to life. We have got to stop celebrating failure. Tonight, there is going to be a large percentage of people that look like me and you in my community, all across the country, that are going to celebrate and get drunk, high, and whatever else. And going to watch that clock tick down to January 1st. Not having accomplished nothing that's going to improve their way of life for the next year by celebrating failure. How can y'all do it? And when you wake up in the morning, January 1st, you're still going to be struggling. Or you're still going to be in a stagnant position. Or you haven't improved from where you was the same time the year before. Phew, man. Whew. And it ain't funny. But it ain't funny. If you got kids, your kids struggle too if you struggling. So how does it make you feel knowing that you ain't did nothing in the last 364 and a half days to improve your way of living? Which means not only you gonna suffer another year, but your kids gonna suffer. Did you improve on your work skills? You could have got a trade. You could have took classes that even some of your companies offer for free to help you move up in corporate America or whatever job you own. See, one thing I know, as long as you have self-drive, there's always opportunity in this world. Some way, somehow, somewhere. Even if it means creating opportunity for yourself, by yourself. Are you going to allow this savage cycle to haunt you for another 365 days? Are you going to go another year not making yourself or putting yourself in a position to save just as much as you spend going out to eat all the time or to the club? Or to supply your habits like alcohol, marijuana, or any other recreational drug that you're using? And then on top of that, y'all turn around and y'all blame everybody else for your problem. Uncle Sam, the government, my job. I ain't getting no good raise. The price of living too high. I told y'all this before. My grandpa used to tell me something. He used to say, look, the rules in chess don't change. You either going to complain about it or you going to do something about it. Life going to keep lifing. Life going to keep lifing. Y'all got to stop, unlearn, relearn, rethink, teach, and reteach. See, you are the common denominator of all your choices. I ain't never looked in the mirror and seen somebody other than me. Man, sometimes I gotta laugh because I speak so heavy. My words is heavy, man. And it don't even have to be big, complicated or fly words, man. It could be the simplest words, but for some reason, and I've been told this, when I speak, my words seem heavy on a person. The last time I checked, I ain't never looked in the mirror and saw somebody else. You are the common denominator of all your decisions, all your choices, man. Don't get mad, get even. My people, I'm telling you, 2024 ain't gonna get no easier than it was last year. If anything, it's gonna become more challenging, especially as technology evolves and more and more and more people are losing jobs. Not because they're not qualified, but simply because they're not robots. And humans can only be so physically efficient. We have to sleep, we have to rest, we have to decompress. We need breaks. So don't complain about it. Do something about it. Don't get mad at the robots. Don't get mad at the companies for wanting to save money. How you gonna complain about somebody for wanting to save money? That lets me know that you don't save money. Because if you really practiced and found saving money important, you will respect anybody else for saving money. You will respect these companies for saving money. And if that means they have to let some people go, and you may be one of them people, then you can't be mad at it. My grandpa always told me, find more than one way to make $1 and you will never be broke. Which means that you was never supposed to just solely depend on your job to supply or take care of you and your wife and your family anyway. And for some of y'all, that's one reason why some women don't necessarily give you, not give you that respect, but they don't totally depend on you to take care of them. Because some women understand that they do have to have some backup plan, even if it means backing up their man. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a good woman. But my whole point is that you as the man, you should have a backup plan too. Because if your wife only have a backup plan and you don't have a backup plan, then you're not as great of a leader as you should be or as you claim. And with that being said, I'm going to switch the topics, but I just had to put that out there. Stop celebrating failure. I don't understand that shit. I mean, I can't make this shit up. I really can't make this shit up. So again, stop celebrating failure. Go to Walmart or Target. Go to Target. Cause I don't really like fucking with Walmart. I'm bougie. I'm ghetto bougie. I go to Target. Buy you a marker board. And if you have big goals, depending on how big your goals are, you buy a bigger marker board. Buy you erasable, dry erase markers. And buy two. One for you, one for your wife. Buy more if you have children. Teach them how to plan goals. And this is why. I'm going to tell you why. This is the power in it. Every week, I write down all the things that I have to do. And it doesn't matter how small those things are that you have to get done within that week or month. Write them down. I don't care if it's you have to go to the dentist. Write it down. If you have to write down what time you have to go to the gym, write it on your board. Write it down. So you fill up the board with everything that you need to do for that week or within that week or month. Write down all your appointments. And so what you do is as the week goes by, every day you're going to look at that board and see what it is you have to do for that day. And when you see what you have to do for that day, you make sure you put it in your Outlook app on your phone. Set the reminder for it. Usually set it 30 minutes to an hour beforehand, depending on how long the drive it is if you have to go somewhere to do it. And I don't care if it's something like I got to make groceries today. You write it down. Be very detailed, no matter how minor the task is that you need to do within that week or month. And every day, every week, every time that you take care of that and you go home, you get that mark and you draw a line through it. Don't erase it. You draw a line through it. And so as the days go by, you start to see all the things that you are taking care of and that you are getting done. These are accomplishments. Because if you can't even take care of the small accomplishments, how the hell are you going to take care of the big accomplishments? You got to start somewhere. Don't skip the ladder trying to climb it, because you're bound to bust your ass trying to skip a step and then have to start all the way over again. And that slows you down. When the week is over, I usually do Sundays. When Sunday hits, I look at my board, our boards, because I have 3. And I look at everything that I accomplished that I scratched out. What it does is it increases it creates dopamine. And what that does is it gives you feeling of joy, because now you can see what you accomplished. Remember, it starts with the thoughts, but the thoughts are visions. Vision isn't necessarily what your eyes see. Vision is what your mind thinks. It's what your mind sees, not the eyes. Because the mind can see things that the eyes can't process or haven't even seen yet. It may not, what you think in your mind may not even exist yet. And so what happens is when your mind sees this in your eyes, it creates that dopamine. And what that does is it triggers morphines in your body, and it gives you a sense of, it raises your self-esteem. And now not only do you feel you accomplished something you know you have. And what that does is that creates more motivation for you to accomplish more and more and more and more. And now you're being on time with it. You're being more strategic with it. Right? And then you realize that even the little things are important, like the dentist appointment or to go make groceries. And then what you do after that is you just scratch off, or you erase everything that you did accomplish for that week. And then if you can, which you should, you fill up those spaces with new goals, new missions, new tasks. And you start to do that and practice that until it becomes your norm. At that point, you're really becoming a real businessman. At least until you have enough money to pay somebody to take care of all that for you. At that point, you've gotten to a certain level where you can do that. And you don't necessarily need that board. I call it a war board because life is a battle. Download planning apps, to-do apps. Download the Outlook app to set reminders for things that you need to do. Remind yourself to call certain people back. Become consistent with your networking. And do this over and over and over again until it becomes your norm. And then, even then, don't stop doing it. Try doing that for the new year. It may be a zombie apocalypse next week. And here it is, your ass out of bullets. Or you ain't got enough because you was shooting them. Nah, man. Be wise. Be more wise, people. Now another topic for New Year's. It's some shit need to stay in 2023. It is absolutely some shit that need to stay in 2023. You ready? Because I'm probably going to hurt some more goddamn feelings. Let's start off with this. All these old crayon ass, Wi-Fi ass color ass wigs. Man, will you women stop wearing that bullshit? Y'all look stupid. And I know you don't give a damn about what we think, but just know we talking about y'all ass. Everybody. Not just black men. So don't go there. Y'all look stupid. Another thing. If you can't afford a wig or weave that look real enough to where I can't tell it's a weave or a wig, or I have to question if it's a weave or a wig, don't wear it. Don't put it in your head. You look stupid. You look butthole stupid. If you can't afford a good wig or weave, don't. Man, stop wearing that Dollar General weave. Please. We talking about you. Yes, we are. Another thing that y'all need to keep in 2023. If you got a $400 purse, it ain't got $400 in it, you need to get a cheaper purse or a better job. I mean, it ain't funny, but it's funny. I'm just telling the truth. Yeah, you got a $1,000 purse and ain't got $500 in it. Make it make sense. Leave that dumb shit in 2023. Another thing. If you spent more money eating out than you did saving in a year, you need your ass kicked. And then y'all wonder why I have no sympathy for no one and I only have empathy for some. I can't feel sorry for you if you don't feel sorry for your damn self. How the hell you spent more money eating out at restaurants than you did saving? So let me be literal with it. If you spent $3,000 in 2023 eating out, but you ain't got $3,000 saved, you need your ass whooped. And I don't feel sorry for your ass, and I don't empathize with none of your struggles. Because you clearly don't want to win. I saved way more than what I ate out. I cooked. Shit. I'm just saying. Another thing that we need to leave in 2023. Please stop wearing skinny jeans. We gave y'all ass 4, 5, 6, 7 good strong years to grow out of that shit. Please stop wearing skinny jeans. Don't nothing look more goofier than a grown ass straight man wearing jeans tighter than his gales. If your ball print is showing, the jeans too tight. All right. Stop the bullshit. Another thing that needs to stop in 2023. Man, you Negroes still walking around with y'all pants sagging, man. Don't do nothing in the free world you wouldn't do in prison, man. I don't want to see your ass, bro. You suspect to me. I'm just saying, don't say you straight and you walking around with your booty cheek showing out. Then half of y'all boxers be nasty. And it's just you look like a male version of a female, a whore, a hyena, a male hyena. Just being honest. Leave that shit in 2023, man. Something else y'all need to leave in 2023. You know, I don't have no problem with people wearing name brand clothes. Why would I be against it? I mean, I like nice stuff too. You know, ain't nothing wrong with looking good, man. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's important, you know. You know, people gonna look at how you look. You know, especially for when it comes to networking, you have to look a certain way. But this is what you need to leave in 2023. If you're going to wear Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada, any of these name brands, can you please stop purchasing the products that got their brand or logo smeared all over the damn product? Look at what I got on. I know y'all already said, man, that's a clean ass sweater this man got on. Man, that sucker cold. It's nice, man. What kind of sweater this man got on? Man, that boy in shape too, man. Man, what's up, man? Man, I wonder what that is that boy got on, man. Yeah, I know I look good, feel me? Yeah, I know it's clean. That's why I wear it. You notice you don't see the name? You have to guess what the brand is. It's not this big. It's not Gucci all over. LV all over. Man, y'all look like a damn pack of meat. When we were slaves, they used to brand us. So if if we're now consumers, and we're wearing their brands all over our body, that means we still slaves. But y'all call Kanye crazy. I got an uncle, man. Shout out to my uncle, man. Uncle Phil. I love you, bro. Let me tell you about my Uncle Phil. My Uncle Phil got money. He got money. Family man, married, kids. He got money. You name it, he got it. You name a vehicle, he got it. But he's a wise man. He's a wise man and he's a hustler. Career guy, very educated, former bodybuilder. I love him to death. He treat me just like his little brother. He loved me. And I am always gonna be tied to him because, you know, he's a wise man. And what I love about him, you know, he's an open ear. I can always call him. If I ever needed anything, I could call him. When I was shooting my videos and I needed some nice whips in the video, he came through. He's one of my biggest supporters. My uncle can come to the get together. He can pull up in his Bentley or his Benz, and he can get out the car, and he'll have 1,000, 800, 500, $2,000 worth of clothes on, head to toe. But you wouldn't even know what it is he got on. You wouldn't even know what it is he got on. Want to know why? Because he understands his worth, his self-worth. See, I don't need to wear and prove to you and let you know what brand I got on or how much my shirt costs or how much my jeans cost or how much my shoes cost. Because I understand my self-worth. See, how can I say this? I don't wear the clothes. The clothes wear me. I'm the most valuable thing on my body, not the clothes I wear, not the shoes I wear, not the jewelry I wear. And we have allowed ourselves to get lowered to such low standards that we don't even see you as valuable unless you got on a chain, unless we see the brand. You got to have on Balenciagas. You got to have on some type. This is how we look at each other. That's sad. Because we don't value each other. Why? Because we don't value ourselves. If we don't value ourselves, then how are we going to value somebody that look like us? It's not hard math. If we don't value ourselves, how are we going to value someone that looks like us? So when I hear people have conversations about new shoes coming out and these clothes and all this shit, man, I don't give a goddamn. Fuck y'all and them brands. That shit don't make me. And if you don't see my self-worth because you don't see me breaking my neck to wear all this shit, man, fuck y'all and them clothes and whoever make them. You understand? Because my value was certified when my mama bore me. My value was certified when my daddy nutsack entered my mother's womb. My value was certified when I was born. You understand me? So if y'all don't see me with the newest shit on, I don't give a fuck. You think I give a damn about what you think of me? Because even if I do wear it, you're probably going to have a level of disdain for me anyway, to some degree. Fuck you and that brand. But I'ma always look good. You understand me? All I'm saying is man, stop letting these white folks' clothes determine your damn value. And it's sad, man. It's sad that some of y'all, man, don't even feel like y'all worth anything unless you got some high-end brand ass shit on. But then y'all want to turn around and want a motherfucker to respect you as a man. You don't even respect yourself as a man. Because you succumb into the pressure of being a slave for a brand. I'm just speaking the truth. Stack your bread. Save your money. And stop spending it on unnecessary, frivolous shit like cheap colored ass dollar store wigs. And name brand clothes with the goddamn, like that motherfucker be wearing them damn Ralph Laurens with the goddamn polo damn horse this big. Goddamn horse this goddamn big on your damn shirt. Goddamn, just wear the motherfucker with the normal one like this, man. That's respectable. Again, I ain't mad at you for wanting to wear nice stuff. Nothing wrong with that. But do you know they only market that shit to y'all black ass? But at the same time, you got billionaires like Jeff Bezos and shit. They wearing t-shirts and shit. Bill Gates drive a Honda Accord. I can't make this shit up. But it's a broke nigga somewhere driving a Benz. Y'all gotta leave that bullshit in 2023. Another thing y'all need to leave in 2023, this thug life shit. Man, if you in your late 20s, if you in your mid 20s and up, and you still feeling like you gotta be this thug and you gotta be hard and you gotta always prove your manhood, man, you ain't no damn man. You a sucker. If you still feeling like you gotta prove your manhood to people, man, in your mid 20s and older, man, you a lame. You a sucker. Leave that shit in 2023. Please. Leave it in 2023. Another thing y'all need to leave in 2023. That if it ain't tricking if you got it. Yes, it is. Now, I don't even knock nobody for buying coochie. But don't sit in and try to say it ain't tricking. Yes, it is. Now, again, I'm not knocking you for buying it. If it makes sense for you, then it makes sense. It could be a certain narrative that I can honor. But don't tell me it ain't tricking. Because coochie ain't free no matter how you look at it. Even if it's taking care of the woman that love you and bear your kids. You're paying for the coochie some kind of way. So I'm not knocking that. But don't sit there and tell me tricking, it ain't tricking if you got it. Yes, it is. I don't care how much money you got. Tricking is tricking. Again, it's okay. But don't sit there and try to talk delusional to me. Tricking is tricking. It don't matter if you got it. All right? Leave that shit in 2023. Please. Another thing y'all need to leave in 2023. It's okay to not know everything, man. It's okay to not know everything. Leave that mindset in 2023, bro. Leave it in 2023. Okay? Now, for 2024, here's what you need to do. What you need to do is look at your last check that you made this year. And look at your total salary, gross. Then look at your net. Take your net. Write it down. Get your calculator and add up how much your total rent or mortgage was for the year. Subtract that from your net. Guesstimate, or if you have accurate numbers through your card and bank statements or whatever, add up how much you made to eat As far as groceries. Add that up, subtract that from your net. Add them up. Add up how much you paid in lights and gas for the year. Subtract that from your net. Okay? Add up your insurance and your car note. Add up how much you pay for the year. Subtract that from your net. Okay? Add up bills that you know you have that you cannot get rid of. Add up your phone bill. Add up these things. Add up the gas you spent. Add it up. Subtract it from your net. Now, if you don't have nothing left and you actually in the red, thank God. Because you got through a year. Paid all your bills. You ate. You kept your car. And you didn't even have enough. You didn't even make enough to cover it. That's a blessing, man. That's a blessing. How did that happen? It's because you made it happen. You know, I have this saying, man, there's beauty in the struggle if you're doing what you're supposed to do. But even still, it's beauty in the struggle. When you're surviving, there is beauty in the struggle. I like to call my life a beautiful struggle because nothing in life is easy. To some degree, it's some kind of challenge or it takes some type of footwork or some type of energy. So nothing in life is easy. Now, if you did see money after that, here's what you need to do for these people. You need to decide what you need to put up to save. Get your bank account that ain't even in your state. Do not get a credit card for it. Do not get a debit card for it. Get you a bank account so far away that you would have to drive at least 4 hours just to get money out of it. Get automatic draft from your job to that bank. So much money a month. Make it to where you can't touch it. Also, y'all need to open a Shit Happens account. I have one. Stop acting like you ain't gonna never get no damn flat tire. Stop it, man. Stop acting like things not gonna happen. You need to get you a Shit Happens account, dog. And especially if you're a man with a woman, bro, and kid, bro, you gotta have backup plans, man. Because when you in situations and you don't have backup plans, man, your wife gonna be like, shit. You gonna force her to have to step up and do things that you should be doing. Now, it ain't no problem with her helping you, don't get me wrong. But that don't mean don't do what you need to do to put yourself in the best position to lead your household in every aspect, man. That's all I'm saying. If you could do more to improve the situation for you and your family, man, do it, bro. Sacrifice whatever you got to do. Because you're going to win in the end if you got a good woman, bro. See, a lot of times niggas get a good woman and they get lazy. Bro, no, bro. Don't get lazy on account of her loyalty, bro. That's the goal is for that to make you really go harder. The more loyal she is, the more down she is, the more harder you gotta go. You don't get comfortable, bro. This is life. Ain't no room for you to get comfortable. That's what vacation's for. That's what off days for. And then not even off days. That's what you take vacations for, bro. If you ain't on vacation, what you doing getting comfortable? When you know your family needs you. In 2024, man, you got to make better moves. Improve your situation. For some of y'all need to go back to school. Now, don't necessarily go back to do what you love. Go back to do what you know gonna bring you some money. Don't be going to college to be a damn a frog scientist. Man, make sure whatever you go to school for, make sure it's gonna be something that's gonna make a money. Preferably a STEM. Or something in the medical field, or the judicial, lawyer or something, anything. And if not that, you want to do all that, you don't want to do all that brain thinking, man, go get a trade. If you woman out there, y'all been CNAs for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, take your ass to nursing school and move up to an RN or LVN. Stop bullshitting. Stop being content. Come on, man. The director of Scarface movie was asked in an interview, if you were to give anyone some advice on how to be successful, what's the key? You want to know what he said? He said, in order to be successful in life, you're going to have to do a combination of two things. He said, one, you're going to have to be prepared. He said, always stay ready. Always stay prepared. And two, be lucky. You have to be prepared to be lucky. Because you never know when that door opens for opportunity. You never know when opportunity gonna face you. And if you're not prepared to take advantage of that opportunity, you're gonna miss out on a lot. And with that being said, I want to wish y'all a Western version of a Happy New Year. I love y'all. I share my brothers and sisters. The world spent for 365 days. And a lot of us didn't make it back around. Call everybody you love or that you know love you, or text them and tell them you love them. And be thankful that you made another year. But not another year just to live. Because if you want to succeed, living just alone just ain't enough. Do everything I mentioned in this podcast today. Let's make some changes, man. 2024. Get wiser, humbler. Let's go get great. Let's go be great, man. I'm out.